Okay, RC again. It is January 38th, turn number 4. Not too much craziness has happened. I'm just going to go through a couple things here. So the Germans just built some infantry and an artillery. They didn't lend lease anything to Spain. The Italians started a factory in Rome so they can get a second roll, and they lend leased an artillery in here. So the numbers are pretty much even. I mean, these guys might have a chance if they attack with everything, but yeah, no recruitment rolls were successful. The Russians didn't lend lease anything that turn either. So what did the Russians do? The Russians upgraded the factory in Stalingrad, so now they get 4 tech rolls a turn. And I believe they built an artillery in here. And I can't remember. And they built an airborne to go with their air transport. Alright, so that's the Russian turn. Now the Japanese have done a little bit of stuff. Doesn't mean anything though. They transported 5 infantry and motorized infantry from the island to here. They built a light tank. I have an armored car sculpt here. That's just because I failed to paint any cavalry, so that's in place of the cavalry. Besides that, I don't think they built that 1 and 5 infantry over here again. So they have the capacity to pick up all this stuff here, plus maybe 1 or 2 extras with their transport. So we'll see what happens next turn. The CCP were successful in their recruitment roll, failed, but they were successful in their alignment over here. So they got 3 infantry and a cavalry, and they bought another cavalry. They did the same thing as last time, but they were successful with a 6 when they needed a 7 after paying $3 extra. And I do have an attack here set up by the KMT on the CCP. Let's see how that goes in a bit. But first, these guys built another Gurkha, so they moved 1 down, so there's 2 here. These guys just built another infantry because that's all they can afford to do. The French lend-leased 1 more dude down into Abyssinia, which is on the battle board. Everything from the Italians came from here except for 1 infantry and 1 cavalry from Italian Somaliland. And that's about it. The Americans built another elite marine in San Francisco. So I'm just going to wander over here a little bit. There we go. You can mostly see that stuff. So I'm just going to slide these up a little bit so you can see them on the map or on the screen here. So we're attacking into mountains, so all this has been downgraded by 1, all the land units. So instead of rolling 2s, they're rolling 1s. Instead of rolling 3, this does not get a penalty, so it gets to sit there, the 2 mountain troops, and the cavalry moves from a 3 to a 2. I also have 2 fighters and a tactical involved, so let's see how that works out. So what do we got there? 5 infantry. So we got 5 infantry at 1, and we got no hits. No surprises there. And then we're going to roll 3 at 2. No hits again. Again, no big surprise. 2 fighters at 6. Oh, that's 1 hit. And a tactical at 7. That's 2 hits. So we managed to get 2 hits. I'm assuming the French are going to lose their militia, which they're going to roll right now at 2. No hits. And they have 5 infantry at 4. And they got 2 hits from that as well. So that's 2 each. So we're probably going to lose 2 infantry. And the French are going to lose 2 militia since nothing was target selected. I'm just going to leave these off to the side here. Alright, round number 2. We've got 3 infantry. Nothing at 1s. We've got 2 mountain infantry and a cavalry, and we got 1 hit there. So we'll lose one of these guys. And then we've got 2 fighters at 6 and no hits. Man, I need to get hits on these. And a tactical gets 6. Alright, so that's 2 hits on these guys. So they're down to 3 infantry left. But they're rolling 5 first in defense. And they get 2 hits. So there's 2 more infantry. Alright, this could be very expensive. Especially if these planes don't get any hits. Alright, let's get rid of those. Then we got 1 at 1, miss. We've got 3 at 2, no hits there either. I'm getting no love. 2 at 6. Oh, we finally got 2 hits, a 5 and a 2. And a tactical at 7. If this is a hit, we're done. And that is a 7. So all 3 are eliminated. And those 3 will roll back and get no hits. 2 11s and an 8. So that's it. So the Italians successfully take over Eritrea or Abyssinia with 2 mountains, an infantry, and a cavalry alive. So we're just going to fly these planes back to Eritrea. We're going to put the 2 mountain infantry in here, along with the cavalry and the single infantry. Alright, so that's what happened there. Nothing crazy. What I expected, that's part of why I brought all that down. I was supposed to bring down this transport non-combat movement, so it'll move 3 down to here, so I can take 3 planes and 3 infantry out of there if I want to. And the dead are 4 Italian infantry and 5 Abyssinian infantry and 2 militia. So the exact opposite of my Spanish rolling, because I had higher numbers of good rolling units. So I'm just going to roll this one out quick. Same deal. I got the river attacking Hope. It's 1 infantry and 4 cavalry this time. Hopefully they don't all run away. And 2 infantry from here. And I've placed my build, which is 2 infantry here and 1 infantry there. So let's see how this rolls out. Alright, so we got 3 infantry at 1 because of the river, nothing. And we've got 4 cavalry at 2 because of the river. I had 3 of them that ran away. Insane. So they're back in Szechuan. I don't even know what to say. Alright, and the defense is going to be militia at 2 and an infantry at 4. No hits, thankfully. Alright, now we have 3 infantry at 2. Alright, no hits, and a cavalry at 3. No hits as well, so nobody got any hits that round. That's the second round, so let's roll the defender again. Oh, we got 1 hit, so we're going to lose an infantry. Alright, so let's just roll this yellow as the cavalry at 3, the infantry at 2. 2 misses, and I have an infantry that ran away. It's very frustrating. Alright, and defense. Ah, man, if only they would run away. There we go. Cavalry is yellow. Let's see if we get. They both ran away. But they can still be taken as a casualty even though they've run away. So let's see what happens. The yellow is the militia. That's a hanger. Okay, one hit. So we're going to lose an infantry, and the cavalry runs away. So that was that wonderful attack. Yeah, I don't think I need to say anything about that. I think I might have to house rule that out, but I'm playing the rules as they're written. That's just insane that that can happen, right? The CCP didn't make any money, but they earned 4 free units, and next time they get an influence roll of 5 or less, plus they can spend any of their $6 to bump it up to 10 if they want. They're spending $5, and they can either take Yunnan or they can take Xinjiang, or they can take Tibet. They have to take something next door, right? They can't take this. They can't take this one at the bottom yet, which is these 2 zones here. But man, it's getting pretty close. Pretty close. It's pretty unfortunate. So we'll see. Japan's poising itself for a possible attack somewhere. Obviously, it's got a lot of units. 5 transports and 3 destroyers to haul stuff around. I might need to make more transports if I'm going to keep this up. Although one big landing somewhere and then the following turn another and another. I could do that as well. We'll figure that out. I got enough Marines that I should be able to absorb any of the double casualties. We'll see. So that's that. That's the big event of the game, is everybody ran away or died, and I think I only had 2 die, and the defenders kept missing, but there was no, they kept losing people that were shooting at them. All right, let's turn this way. So incomes have stayed the same, and I'm just gonna move this out of the way, move this over. Can you see it? No, I gotta crank you up a little higher. Okay. All right, so I've done some more tech rolls. I can't remember what I had before. I think this is new. This is new. I think the Germans might be new. Not sure. This is all 3 axes stacked together because I was running out of space. I know the French could be wrong, because I had magnet problems where they like to just suck up against each other and pull them around. So there's a chance France belongs in wartime economy, but they failed to get their roll this time. So I'll have to check last turn's video from July 37 and find out what happened. So on that note, we are just going to move from January 38 to July 38. So the next turn, the Germans are capable of building medium armor and mechanized. We'll see what happens there. They did save $6 out of their purchase, so we'll see what I do. All right, see you guys next game, or next turn.